We're pleased to have Hunter Hunt, president of Hunt Power and advisory board member of Power Across Texas, to tell us about Hunt Power and its future. Hunter, it's great to have you with us today, and thanks for being here. If you could tell us a little bit about how you've taken Hunt Power over the last 12 years to where it started to where it is today.
I left Morgan Stanley in '98 and joined Hunt at that point. And what we ultimately settled on was the creation of Sharyland Utilities made sense as our very first project. And since then, we've looked and tried to figure out a few other areas where it makes sense for Hunt to play.
Can you tell us how many and which are those affiliates that make up Hunt Power?
Sure. We the first entity that we created was Sharyland Utilities, and that was part of we had a real estate development down in McAllen and Mission, Texas, on the Rio Grande River. Called the Sharyland Plantation, and so we set up a utility to serve that area. And then when competition came in 2002, it ceased to be a fully integrated utility, and that's what really put us into the wires business. So we first created our transmission and distribution utility with, I think, the smallest geographic footprint anywhere in the United States. And we've been in the process of trying to grow that over the past decade. We've been involved in the metering and energy data management side of the business.
Where do you see Hunt Power in 5 years?
The one thing I do know is that whatever I say now, I'll be wrong. You know, I think we made the strategic decision about 5 years ago that we really like the transmission and distribution space, that it fits a company like us. It tends to be longer term in its planning, and it ought to be longer term in its thinking. And as a private company that doesn't have to worry about Wall Street and quarterly expectations, and as a private company that can engage in lengthier dialogues with folks than a lot of public companies are able to do so, we think it's a good place for us to be. So, we started off by growing our little utility in the valley, hooking ERCOT up to CFE and building a DC interconnection. And then we decided we wanted to grow beyond that. So we now currently are involved in the CREZ process in the Panhandle area, around the Amarillo area, and building what will probably be over 300 miles of line before it's all said and done up there. And we just recently purchased Caprock Energy, which is a Midland-based utility, but also with territories around the Brady, Texas area and over in Hunt and in Collin County. We would hope to have more utility assets, regulated utility assets underhand, not just here in Texas, but we've also been looking in New Mexico and Arizona as well, because it's where a lot of the demographic growth in the country has been, and it's highly correlated with the border with Mexico. And we, despite the problems Mexico's having, we're big believers in the role Mexico is going to play in our country's futures.
So, Hunter, what would you say are your one or two greatest accomplishments at Hunt Power over the last 12 years?
Yeah, honestly, I'd say we've attracted a great team. We have a fabulous group of people that work with us, and I think we've set out a vision to try to do things a little bit differently than a number of players in the industry. But we do think there are opportunities as the energy industry continues to evolve to have an independent, somebody very much like us, come in and play a role. And I've been really pleased that we've managed to find areas to grow and add value. But what I'm most proud of, frankly, is the way we do it, and that's very much it's very much a compliment to the people around me. I sit around and just I'm in awe sometimes of what folks have accomplished, and I hope to continue that trend in the future.
Thank you very much, Hunter. It was a pleasure to have you, and I hope we get the opportunity to do it again sometime, so thanks again.
No, thank you, Becky. The pleasure is all ours.
And we'll be doing this again in the future.